Oh, the vitamin C, yeah, that probably helps you out too.
Yeah. And then I bought some oatmeal. I had some of that yesterday.
Hey, let's go!
Anybody got Ricky Williams?
Vick will look to throw on first down. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Flushed out right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
The first carry now for Ricky Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second.
Well, they might have did like a little update on some shit. They was doing updates with the game, maybe. Or there's people's internet was just super fast. Who knows?
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Flush to his right.
Oh no. That's shit, Dave.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Trying to go on that flash shit.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets us up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13.
I said get out that little area right there.
From that end zone. First down.
Back against the wall for real, baby.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. First and 10 at the 14. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my.
Brings up third.
Fucking bitch.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
From the gun on third down, Wentz.
Yeah, baby, some fucking out.
He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Brandon Cooks, 87 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Not happening.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
23 yards on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Oh, yeah.
Incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. Third down here.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Sanders. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's L.A. with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out.
Let's go, Greg.
They run with a Hall of Famer, Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
This is Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Babe, you heard me?
11 more on that one and another first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
No, I said what area code is 510?
This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10
510?
right at the 20.
Hold on.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he was able to
California,
shed the tackle, but the
Oakland.
reserves come in for the stop.
That's what this dude's from.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Okay.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
46 down, man.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right.
Let's go.
It's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
I'm kicking.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Janikowski bangs it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
What the fuck is this your man?
Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play. Vic goes play action. They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun. He finds back incomplete.
What?
He's doing low.
A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. A first down throw coming for Vic. And he fends him off. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Vic. It's a screen to Ricky Williams. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, Vic. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, Vic. Forced out to his left.
Give me that. Oh, man.
But it's incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. On play action, Vic. Flushed out right. Now Vic stripped. He loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here.
What I do is have the running back run behind them. Because I know they're looking at, they know this play. So I have this nigga now, Fitzgerald going left, right? And I have this nigga going straight, and my running back going straight up, like that. So they got to pick one.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
See, they got to pick one.
And Cooks has it
Shit, baby.
They got to pick one. See what I'm saying?
I see you.
So if they not going to run with this nigga Cook, I'm throwing it to him.
Right.
I'm going to catch him the first time with Sanders.
Janikowski now.
If I do the same play again, then they're going to start looking. They're going to try to go for Sanders. Then I'm going to go right back. And then I throw that shit to Cook. Cook could be out by that time. He'd be out.
Yeah.
And if they ain't got a nigga back, and then if they got a nigga covering Cook in the back, then I can catch Fitzgerald on the slant. They can't guard all three.
Nah.
That's a hell of a play right there. Only thing I gotta have time.
Out to kick is Janikowski.
Time in the pocket, just a little bit.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Vic, buying time to his left. Man open left side, it's Williams. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Kick it. You better kick it. Oh, okay. All right, then.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Yeah. Oh, you're
Oh, shit. This shit's fucking up. I think he's stuck, babe. Go ahead, kick him out.
And that ain't my connection. That's day shit. I told you, man. Yeah. He probably disconnected his shit. Never know.
Probably. They do that. They go back there and unplug the Ethernet cord.
Yep. As long as I got the win, I don't give a fuck. Let's go, B.
I know all about that shit. My dad used to vibe switch and all that shit on PS3.
He said the switch right next to him while he playing or something?
Yeah.
And then hit it and hold the joystick and all that shit?
Yeah, you just hit the shit. Cause no, it's plugged. The light switch is hooked in with his Ethernet cable
so
to the
you cut it
PlayStation.
off and on or something?
Yeah, you just hit that shit and it starts lagging. There's the other player's shit. And then he used to do that shit on '09. Him and his friend, he used to put people. They used to do the QB sneak, bring the quarterback all the way down the field, get a touchdown. He used to leave the people leave his players stuck in the goalpost. It freezes the whole game. So either the person on the other team has to quit, or you just leave that shit on until the shit whenever he wants to end the shit. Whenever my dad wants to end the game.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from
Used
the
to go and plug
broadcast
his
booth.
Ethernet cable if you don't want to lose
Before we
the
get this
game.
thing started,
What
what are
that
you going to be
shit.
watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the
But
gate.
they stopped the
Who sets
Ethernet
the
plug out
pace
shit.
and makes the other team
You get
chase.
lost now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause niggas wasn't getting losses before.
Yeah, my dad's friend.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus,
I used to
about
sit
ready
downstairs
get
and next thing you know his friend just go
we
on and
are
offline, on and
underway from
offline.
Santa Clara.
Because if he get his eyes flipped online, he just unplug his shit. So that shit don't count on his record.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
I probably ran into the nigga a couple of times. He quit on me. And I said, oh shit. But you know what? I would get the loss, not them.
Yeah. Nah, but you would have beat my dad's friend. He's fucking voodoo.
And he is met in his tracks
You know what I'm saying?
behind
But if
the
he
line of
unplugged the
scrimmage.
joint, then
That's going to go as a loss of 2.
Now, he only
It'll
do
be
it if he's
second
losing.
down.
that's what I'm saying. So he'd have been
Oh,
losing
yeah,
against
yeah.
me, and I would have unplugged me, and I'd have got
First
the
play
loss.
of the drive goes the wrong
Fucking
way.
bitch.
Here's 2nd and 12.
Yeah, but they changed it now, so.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders.
Okay, so
And he's going to get this one across the
playing the middle.
30-yard line.
Okay.
The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Not good.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's see how you gonna do this shit, man.
Great, great. Four down. Black, come on.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch there, good for 10 yards
See,
and a
this is what I
first
gotta
down.
do. Switch it up like this, baby. Like just
Yeah, you
keep
can't.
I can't keep not with certain niggas. That's pretty good.
Leave the motherfuckers
And
guessing.
they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Throwing his Wentz.
But
Now
that's
that
a
was
drop
crazy
killer
right
right there. Not a really confident throw either.
That
This one
nigga
was kind of
was
up for
wide
grabs, and it's going to come
open.
down the hands of the wrong team.
I had a nigga. Fitzgerald was wide. Okay. Good shit. I know he gonna try to run.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
And they'll run it for the first time with Ricky Williams. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. Touchdown, 49ers. Ricky Williams, 43 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier.
Get the fuck
and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49 D's. They scored a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. He spins free. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Throwing to start the drive, but...
Hold on. Let me see something. Let me see this nigga cornerbacks. '90, Randy Peterson. Nah. Okay. Shazier. Left end. Clowney and Watts. And you got Strahan. Okay. See, I gotta get that ball out of my motherfucking
that
hand.
one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Lion. There we go. Back. 20.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything.
With the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wentz. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th.
What type of bullshit going on?
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Go. Here, Black. Hey, Red 5-2, out here.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard
nothing on this
line.
game.
'49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll hand it off now. Williams spins away. And able to get him down, but he has reached the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ricky Williams with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Right.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here,
Barry.
but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And it's a big...
Fuck, he... Nah, come on, man.
What did I say?
Trying to give me a
He
mercy
is
rule.
finally taken down
Uh-oh.
in what will be a terrific final
That's
act of this
disrespectful.
first quarter. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they
See,
had that one
Fitzgerald
sniffed out.
blocks
Excellent
better.
run blitz. Stop
Right?
that one for a
So-
short game.
What makes
Cook
a good
don't
run
block
blitz
like
a good
Fitzgerald.
run blitz?
So
The
if I
ability
run
to stay
toward,
on task,
toward
to follow
Fitzgerald's
up
side,
your
which I just ran
assignment, go
from,
to the gap you're supposed to
You
cover,
don't get more
and
yardage.
not be
I get more
deterred by
yards 'cause he
anything
blocks
else.
better.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Great 15, great 15.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll get this one off to Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
I know some people express surprise when Barry Sanders catches the football because his rushing numbers get most of the attention, but he also contributed in his career in the passing game like we just saw there.
Yeah, he had nearly 3,000 career receiving yards, and I think that gets overshadowed by the over 15,000 rushing yards that Mr. Sanders had. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
See, I didn't know
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective,
Nah, he's
able to
figuring out a
stop him
play
before
how
he
to
can get a
stop
good
that.
head of steam going.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Wentz. Dancing to his left. And it's a touchdown. Carson
everybody in the
Wentz keeping it himself from 8 yards out.
Look at this
And
bum-ass
his guys
nigga.
are able to
Look at
close
him.
that gap just a bit. Down 3
Oh,
scores already.
shit.
This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves,
So I got to
but
do
maybe
slants
tamp
with
down
him.
the crowd a little bit because
do
everything
like
was
that.
against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Out to kick is Janikowski. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go now. Blue, landed.
Williams. And he's going to lose yards.
Let's
they
go.
take him down at the 26.
Let's go.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yep.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hot. Hot.
On 2nd down, Young. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown.
Look at that.
For a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
A lot of contact
he
there,
doing
but
the
there was
wheel.
no way it appeared that he was
He's
going to get a
seen
flag on that one. Looking for it,
I
but
know
he
what
wasn't
he saw,
going to
too.
get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Set. Blue,
3rd and long for Young. He is going to
There's
fight
no
here.
fucking
It'll be a
way.
gain of 16 and give
So
him
how
the
did he
first down
diving
as
like
well.
that?
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out.
now let's go. 319. 319. Detroit. 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 Hot.
1st and 10, Young. On a slant, he gets it to Gronkowski.
Here,
And
man.
taking it across
How's he
midfield and
doing that?
inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. Flush to his right. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
First down, Young. Being chased out left. Man open left side is Brown. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Yeah, I know. Here, son.
Here we go now.
It's Young on first down. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Young now, going to throw again. Eluding the pressure right.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's
Bum this.
intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Let's go.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Come on, baby. Run,
He's
bitch.
hit
Run.
the 50. The 30. Past the 20.
Run.
And this results in 6
That's G, baby.
touchdowns.
Let's go, man. Back in this
I
bitch.
think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Janikowski good with the extra point. And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They're the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Back to it after the pick six. Young.
You fucking saw it, bitch.
Oh! What an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed
You get the ball back, right?
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Young on first down.
Yo, why my fucking man won't run, man?
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Crazy he don't take off,
Give him
man.
11 yards that
That
time
is
and a new
crazy.
set
Like,
of downs.
he's stalling them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first
Look, see how he
down.
moving like this? Look.
Yeah.
When he hiked the ball, he don't fucking move.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
When he hiked the ball, you
Give
see
him
me
3
running.
on
It's like
first
I'm
down.
strafing.
It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Young will set to throw.
Yeah, good D.
That's going to be
Good D,
incomplete.
baby.
Micah Hyde
Good
able to
shit.
get a hand in and knock
I'm
that one
waiting for
away.
Didn't have a
we ain't
receiver
getting
open
shit off,
downfield,
bitch.
and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Young on third down. And open, it's Moss complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Williams. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very
You can't go to
manageable
the
second
flat,
down.
so you gotta
a
go
very
to the
solid
middle,
gain on that play.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Detroit! Set!
Here's Young. And he locates Walker, complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Yeah.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the
Did
first.
you see that?
Nah.
What are you doing?
Nah, I was watching, but what happened
Young
there?
now.
I could've
5
sacked
straight
him. I don't know why
completions
the
here
fuck
in
they
this
let me
second
sack
half.
this
1st and 10.
Oh, nah, I didn't see that part.
Off the play fake, Young.
Give me that!
That
This is going
good
to be
shit, baby.
intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. First
Let's
possession of the 3rd quarter, an
Play goal line
interception,
on
so
his
maybe a
ass.
second half tone
Good
setter.
shit,
Indeed,
man.
and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out
Doing
into
my
the
play
field.
all the way down
A
the
real
fucking
dud
field.
for that
Has
one.
that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Wentz.
Yeah.
Battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards on the play. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything
Oh,
clear.
shit.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wentz. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh, man, you niggas had the nerve to give me the mercy rule, B. Fuck you,
Came
nigga.
back on these
And his
bitches.
guys are an
Fuck
extra point
you.
away from tying this thing up. And a nice job
the
by
nerve
him
to
to
give me
catch
the
the slant
motherfucking
and
mercy
then
rule,
navigate
B.
and break free.
Fuck
And
you.
receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that,
wish
then they get to
Fitzgerald
use
was a
their
little
best
bit
asset,
faster,
which is
though.
usually their speed.
Hell yeah, yo.
Speed sometimes, like this instance, can take him into the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep.
Where you going?
A hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a
Still
kickoff
doing
return,
that play.
that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach,
You don't
they
fuck
give them
around and
the
get
authority to
fucked
go in
up.
and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means
Yeah,
go,
he
red
passed the
light means
scrimmage
stop.
line.
Looks like they have green
Yeah,
light.
ha ha. Yeah, bring it back,
Taken down here
bitch.
with a penalty flag on the field.
Accept. Yep,
Now
let's
that's
go.
one they hate. The ball's got to come
Let's
all
go.
the way back.
So that's an
He
explosive
tight
play,
on that
a
one.
really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Young from the shotgun. Forced out to his left.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Oh,
Let's go.
Shazier. Able
put
to
a
get
spy
him
on
for
that
a
nigga.
loss of about
good
3.
shit, babe.
Yeah, you son
Well,
of
if
a
an
bitch.
offense is going to throw
Let's
the
go.
ball in this part of the field, any pass
on, I
rusher
got
will
Sack
tell you
this
that's his
motherfucker,
favorite
yo.
part.
Everybody in the
Gets a
field,
chance
you
to get
bitch.
after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Escaping the pressure right.
Hell
Give me
no.
that. Oh,
Away and
baby.
incomplete.
Let's
You about to
go.
run it right through you,
Alright,
B-Bob.
you wanna
Third
pump,
down,
bitch?
But what an effort to get his hand on that one.
Let's
Knocked
go,
it away,
fam. Come back.
brings
Way
up
to
a fourth
fucking
down
come back
decision.
and do
Here's
this,
Ryan
baby.
Quigley now. And no room for error. He
Oh,
has his
my
first one. Comes
God.
from deep in his own end zone. Now Sanders.
That's on you, babe.
Yeah, I got a
Roughing the
flag 'cause I
kicker.
tried to block that shit, man.
Dang, man.
They knew they were going to have great field position. Went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They'll cut down when they're that backed up. You've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue, land it.
Here's Steve Young. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Young now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Young to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Like that, bitch?
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Okay, do it again.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Good
Looking
D,
to find a
man.
lane, but he can't reined in at the line
Fucking
of
D,
scrimmage.
bitch.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Oh, I know.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
2nd down, Young.
Let's go, baby.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Hayward. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Gone, gone.
Young to throw. He's going to let this one go deep.
Hell no.
And incomplete.
Go.
He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Come on, bitch. Let's go.
That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't
got
want your
lucky
guy
with
to be
that
able to take
punch,
me
too.
out because it was
Hell
a tough
yeah,
catch.
man.
You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
That'll be a
Take your time,
44-yard
bro.
boot,
Let's
just
get
a
it.
yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
Run, run. Here, flag.
Now Wentz. His throw incomplete.
rushing it,
Barry
boy.
Sanders, the intended receiver.
I know, I saw that.
Now bring up 2nd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, now I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I
Oh.
see you. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Playing that bullshit.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Back to throw. Wentz.
Hey, man, come on.
Incomplete. He was trying to get it to the Hall of Famer Barry Sanders there. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Man, where the fuck is the interference,
Took a
man?
shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
Trey 15, Trey 15. Trey 15, Trey 15. What's up?
So the false start will back them up 5.
Oh, man,
Crowd's
come
not doing that
on.
O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very
Crazy,
difficult
man.
for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Wentz to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll make it second down. To throw is Wentz. It's caught left side by Cooks.
Baby.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
He got called timeout. Watch.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Janikowski bangs it through.
18
And the
seconds. Now the
sideline
pressure's on him,
celebrates
baby.
as they have taken
Hell
the
yeah.
lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Yeah, you got timeouts.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Throwing to start the drive,
right,
but that
Dylan.
one
No
incomplete.
dice,
Line
baby.
of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Set. Blue landing. Blue landing. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And,
Oh, you
a
fucking-
crusher there as it's intercepted.
Yo, you
Snatched by the safety Ed Reed.
Well, they didn't exactly
back.
show
You
patience there, did
fucking
they?
beast.
Just down a score.
What's
They
up,
come out
baby?
firing right away.
Damn, niggas had
and
the nerve to
compound
give me
things
the
by
mercy
throwing
rule.
an
You suck
interception.
my
That
dick.
Their
was
defense in a really tough
disrespectful,
spot.
yo.
So a good
I wish I
starting
could've
field
recorded
position
this
for him
fucking
here as
game
they
right
come
here,
up
man.
1st and 10.
Classic.
Oh, you
B. Throw
can.
this shit
You
on
can,
the channel.
baby.
How?
After before the game ends, hit your share button, hold square. That saves you the video clip.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. They're still
Right
throwing
now,
to the
hit
very end. But
Yeah,
now
his
this
share.
game is over.
His share.
A